seen kind of week-to-week improvements just in mechanics, decision-making, everything like that?
Yeah, you're talking about our quarterback number 11. Yes, of course, my throat doesn't feel real good right now from, I guess, all the coaching, yelling, screaming you're doing at this point in the season. But yes, he huddle command, sideline awareness. Anytime a kid starts to play, his reps and improve. So he is showing improvement there. You can kind of see it, notice it, and feel it.
You had two great touchdown drives, kind of bookending.
Bookend.
A pretty long stretch there with just a field goal, I think, out of 10 drives. What were some of the things that stood out to you guys as you reviewed the film, you went over that game? What didn't work in that big stretch in the middle?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to now go back to a game that you've almost washed out of your head. But, the one thing we tried to show our kids on Sunday is, yes, you allude to all the stuff in between. And, it's going back that you're playing with 11 guys. 11 guys have to do it right in the field at one time. So, a drive stop, or what was the one play, a pass that was there for first down, but, somebody screwed up, or the next guy, you just can't have 10 guys do it right and one guy be okay. And when you have 11 guys do it right, then it gives you a chance to obviously move the ball, be efficient, and get the ball in the end zone. So our kids had a chance to see a handful of plays throughout, the end of the first quarter down through that. Okay, we're like one guy short, or one play short. I mean, probably still the best thing that's enjoyable is that our kids are still practicing hard. I mean, they're still coming over the building, like, wanting to be here, wanting to play, wanting to give effort. I've been on teams before where you've gotten a dang losing streak, and, it's just like, are you kidding me? It was like pulling teeth. It's not pulling teeth here. Thank God these kids still enjoy football. They're showing up. We're still obviously demanding effort, and they're just trying to go through and learn a game plan and move on to the next opponent.
I know you're 7 games in, but with the Christian with 2 starts, you guys have seen some life and some big plays from him. Are you guys able to still add wrinkles to your offense where you're trying to get, especially your tight ends, involved in different ways that might work for his?
Yeah, I'd love to sit here and tell the Notre Dame coach, we got 100 wrinkles going this week. Try and stop those 100 plays.
Give us some details.
And give some details. Okay, are you going to put them in the paper and get that work? But it is a growth. I mean, it's a new quarterback, so it's what does he do? What can he handle? Where's he improved from day one when he kind of got a nod to start to where he's sitting at now? And then of course you got a game plan to try and execute against Notre Dame's defense and what they do, and they're a pretty good team. So we got a great challenge. But yes, it's Christian. Here's A, B, C, D, E, F, G. What we got to do for now the next game.
Is it a possibility that you could utilize Gavin more against Notre Dame just because of he's so difficult
Well,
to
I still have a year of eligibility left, and I might start throwing some passes. Yeah, I mean, it's back to that same thing. My wife asked me that same type question. What are you laughing at? Because it's true. You got to, what does the defense give you? What can we do? I mean, there's a lot of components go into it. I'd love to be selfish, like every kid in the team love to be selfish. Like, I get 100 passes thrown to me. I run the ball 100 times. I throw it 4,000 times. I mean, it's still a team game. You just can't, focus on just one guy, and he is the kingpin. But we got to just finish the Tuesday practice. It's full speed ahead, and we're going to blink our eyes. We'll be in South Bend on Saturday.
Tim, you mentioned the way the guys are working. Does that give you confidence that it's gonna happen if you guys are gonna bust out because of the effort?
Well, I just think at some time we just keep working, something good's gonna happen to you. It's been like that for a long time. I mean, if you keep writing good articles and good information, they don't put in the damn paper. You hope someday my good stuff's gonna be put in the paper or put on the news, the internet. But like I said, it's our kids still. It's a joy to be here because they do still have an attitude. I mean, the loss we had last week is miserable. I mean, the food don't taste good, the sleep isn't good, nothing's good. But guess what? You don't have time to be thinking about that because you're on to the next opponent in the blink of an eye, and the focus goes from Saturday, which seemed like 4 weeks ago, to the next game.
You sleep?
No, I don't. I mean, it's no fun. I mean, I probably don't sleep anyway, but I mean, it's no fun that you spend as much time doing what you do. And, I'm at a point in my time in my career that I just want the kids to feel success and win and do the stuff for them, because that's what we're doing for them. And when you just see things happen, just the taste of victory is not in your mouth. I mean, just the joy of a win is just not there. That's just sickening to me. I mean, to me, the wins aren't as high anymore, and the lows are lower. that's what I've kind of noticed. I've gotten, I don't know, 38 years or whatever it is, but I just feel for the kids because it just, to me, that's what it's all about for those guys to do what they do and win. You know, see that cathedral get lit up with those lights when you fly back into town. It's all lit up. And that's just kind of sick. We can't, that, you know, they can't experience and feel that because that's all about. But guess what? Got next game to play. Next batter up.
What have you seen from a guy like Carter who, you know, we're talking about Gavin not being involved. Carter's, you know, obviously not going to get in targets as well, but I've seen him blocking.
Oh, yeah. How about that?
On the outside.
Oh, yeah. So we got number 8, Carter Johnson, who's, you know, gets on there and puts his pads where they belong and puts his face on the inside or the outside. I mean, taking coaching points and trying to run his feet and, you know, do stuff that's part of the game and doing his assignments. Yeah, of course, you'd like him to catch passes. We had some pass plays to him the other day that were called for him, but quarterback throws it somewhere else. So that's just because now coverage and as the decision-making goes through. But, yeah, it's a team game. And when it's all said and done, that's the bottom line, T-E-A-M, team. And we're still focused on the players and the team.
Do you feel like he's one of those leaders by example, like in how, like, hey, like.
As in Carter?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, of course, yeah, he'd like to catch 55 passes Saturday and not happening, but yeah, still shows up and works and on punt team and on kickoff team and, you know, just plays football. You know, just the guy that just loves to put the helmet on. Who we playing today? We're playing them. Let's go.
When it comes to Christian, you know, what you've seen from him in 2 games, how does that compare to what you saw from him in the spring and in training camp? Is he playing better than he practiced at those times? Does he look like the same guy? Is it different now that he's
Well,
in
you know,
30 games?
he does a very good job of, now this is my opinion, of studying, learning, quote, preparing. And it just kind of caught up to him. Everything he's put into it now is starting to, you know, those seeds he put in the ground, the growth is coming out of the ground. And I'm still mad he didn't come here the very first time when he got recruited out of high school. But, you know, that guy decided to go somewhere else, which, you know, because I was the guy who was recruiting because he's from Buffalo. But he now knows he made the right decision. He's here, so he's ours, and I'm glad he's here. But he's put a lot of work and time mentally into preparing. So hats off to him.
So you're the reason he transferred to Pitt?
I was one of them trying to give him that swift kick in his shin and, you know, get him back where I say I just remember the conversation with he and his dad and mom when he decided to come back. Like, yeah, you guys, they know, you know, what we talked about months and years before. I mean, you know, came to it. But he's here, so he'll be ready to play Notre Dame. And I don't know, game's what, 3:30 or 2:30 Central Time, whatever. But Eastern or whatever. Okay, Saturday. Game's on Saturday. Game's on Saturday, so he'll be there.
So you really hear about it at home? Like, why isn't Gavin getting the ball more? Your wife really, like, asks you that and gives you a hard time about it?
My wife asked me plenty of things. Half the time I just turn my back and, you know, walk away. But no, I mean, it's our life. I mean, just go back to talk about wives. I mean, the stuff they have to go through, they got to live with us. You know, the good times, the bad times. It's no fun living during, you know, these so-called low times. So
You're here most of the time, right?
it's right. So when I do get home, it's, you know, okay, honey, I'll water your plants and I'm off to something else. But yeah, I mean, it's a season. I mean, it's not even November yet, but we're still going. So here we go, full speed ahead, H2P.
Tim, thank you very much.
One more?
Oh, one more?
One more?
One more, we have Charlie on deck here, so I'm gonna get Tim.
How much is Phil working with your group, and does he have a future at that position?
You know what, I think that's for the head coach. So, Tim, why don't we go ahead, you can adjourn
Oh,
the film room.
okay. Charlie's up.
Charlie.